Silence in the Crypts. That sounds like the kind of thing I'd like to get. Yeah, let's do an Intermediate Ruins quest. Hi there, I'm the Comic Foil, and we are going to go on a quest to activate 3 corrupted altars. We want level 3s or 4s for this mission, so let's see what kind of characters we want to take. Start with our level 3s. Well, yeah, Crusaders are always going to be good here in the ruins. That might be a good idea. So, I would like to keep working on Dr. Queen, but Dr. Queen is stressed out right now, so Dr. Queen's going to take some time off. How about we bring Ramona and Brendan as our 2 heavy hitters. And then, what kind of Healy Pants characters can we bring with us? Hegia for Healy Pants number 1, and maybe just to keep hitting people really hard, we can bring along, oh no, who's another heavier hitter? How about Phoenix? That sounds good. So I just need to decide what ordering I want these guys in. And oh good, I can do collect bounty from the 3rd rank. That's gonna be a big help, actually. Yeah, so Phoenix, let's take off your uppercut. We'll leave flashbang on, but we'll make you more suited for being in 3rd rank with Finish Him, which will go nicely with Ramona's stun ability. Alright, cool. Yeah, this'll work. Okay. This is a kind of team comp I wouldn't normally use, but I like it. Ramona, yeah, you're doing okay with your skills. Hedia, those are the skills I most care about. Phoenix, I think you should be up to date with your skills, yeah. And where is Brendan? Brendan's got pretty good stuff. What does Puncture do again? That's a moves you forward, can pull units back. Why not? Let's take an extra one of those. And this can blight and does extra damage against marked. Well, Phoenix will be able to create marked, so that'll be nice. Alright, Brendan has all their equipment. Ramona has all of her equipment. Who else? Hedia. Yeah, let's increase your weapon a tiny bit. Not all the way, but a little bit. And Phoenix should have all of your weapons. Yes. Good. Alright, trinket time. Alright, and making sure we pick the right quest, it is going to be this one, Purify the Altars. We need to activate 3 corrupted altars. Do we get... Yeah, these are the items that we use to actually activate them. I'm going to bring 1 Aegis scale just in case. Might come in handy. So here's the thing. We got 2 people with the Crimson Curse going in, so there's a chance that the Fanatic might show up today. I actually gave Phoenix the Pagan Talisman, which will make him a little bit better at fighting the Fanatic if they show up. Gonna take some shovels, gonna take a good amount of torches, gonna take a bunch of food. I didn't take the fasting seal, which I normally take this time around. Alright, bandages, shovels, torches, food. Aegis scale is in there. We want some blood, because you guys will get hungry for blood. Let's embark. Okay, Fanatic did not show up. It tells you right away if the Fanatic's actually going to show up. It actually tells you on this screen. At least that's what I've come to understand. I've never actually fought the Fanatic before. I hear he's kind of a big deal, though. So, we will see. How are you guys doing? I'm, kind of a little bit frazzled today. I had a weird day yesterday. Not really gonna go into it, but it did kind of... I am just trying to, like, get myself back on track with everything. So we're gonna look at this bookshelf. I mean, it's tough. I'm doing okay. If you're, like, worried about me, I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm doing fine. I just got a friend who's having a tough time right now, and I'm trying to help them out. Man, mental health is hard, and that's all I'll say about that. This is a Bone Spearman here. That's cool. I don't think we've seen this one before. I think this might be our first intermediate, mission in the ruins. Yeah, I think it is. So Hetty is gonna heal up that, damage from the trap there. So we have Pierce, which... Yeah, armor piercing. That means that it's going to ignore protection. That's their, like, shorthand for explaining that. So I'm gonna start there. And other than that, I think I want to... Yeah, maybe just try and focus down this one guy. Yeah, I guess just the very concept of, like, mental health is on my mind right now, which maybe it's a little bit funny in a morose way because this game has a lot to do with mental health, but not the ways that I usually, like, try to teach it to somebody. None of you guys are hopefully dealing with actual dungeon plunging in your day-to-day reality. That's just something that you join me here in your mission to restore the Foil homestead to its former glory. It's the summer right now. I know you've heard a lot of people say this, but make sure you're drinking water. Water is very good for you, and just especially this time of year. You know, it's tough. People my age, this day and age, I'm gonna try this puncture, actually. Can we pull you back? Yeah! Nice. I don't really know what you do yet. You got a spear thrust. That's interesting. Nowadays, it seems like everybody's just stressed out all the time. And, you know, maybe we are. I think probably past generations dealt with about as much stress as we did. Not like... I mean, there were people who were like during World War II or during the Cold War, which had to be some of the most stressful times in general. But I think we as humans usually feel a similar amount of stress from generation to generation. Let's try and pull you back now. And you're going to go through times in your life. I've definitely had a time in my life where I was very... This is going to be a very special episode of Comic Plays. There's a time in my life where I was very, very depressed. I went through college. College was tough for me. And, you know, I got through it. And if you're one of those people who are, like, trying to get through it right now, I can promise you there is a light at the end of the tunnel. And, you know, to just, like, keep holding on, guys. It's not... You get to a point where you're so stressed or you're so depressed that you worry that this is, like, what it's going to be all the time. Maybe you think that, like, oh man, my life is not actually hard enough for me to feel this stressed about it. Which, no, how stressed you feel doesn't necessarily have to correlate directly to how... Oh, nice, I got a buff. Phoenix got a buff. Extra damage, that's good. I'm almost disappointed the Fanatic's not showing up. How much stress you feel from something doesn't necessarily have to directly correlate to how bad of a thing you're going through. Try to forgive yourself if you feel overwhelmed. You don't need to feel bad for feeling bad, you know? Oh, claustrophobia. Just, like, cut yourself some slack, man. But if you... Oh, hey again, Collector! You have really been visiting me a lot lately, haven't you? Okay, we're gonna mark you then. We're gonna take this surprise action that the game's giving us to do an early mark, and this... Wait, which one does extra damage? Yeah, it's Captivate that does extra damage against marked targets, which you're too far in the lead for me to Captivate right now. So I don't know how much this mark is going to help me. But let's try and go for a stun. No. I'm gonna do the same thing again. Try and go for a stun. Good crit on... Yes! That's the stun I wanted. Oh, but you're not gonna stay stunned. I wanted the stun so that it would get back to Phoenix's turn and Phoenix could do extra damage to stun. But you can still do extra damage to marked. So that's good. You know, when you get further in the game, maybe the Collector just, like, isn't so bad anymore. Because the last time I fought the Collector, too, I was kind of able to... I was kind of able to do a lot of damage to him pretty quickly. Yeah, that's only going to be a 10% chance to stun, so we're not going to take it. We're just going to try and do the last of the damage. Alright, summon your guys. Collect call. That's pretty funny. And we will... How easy are you to move? Only 45% move. So with Puncture, I should be able to pull you back.
The ground quakes.
Cool. Alright, so now you're back where other people are. Yeah, I'm not going to get super in-depth, I guess, about talking about how to manage your stress, but I don't know. It's just a thing that's been going on with people around me right now that, like... It's just like you feel like you gotta say something. No, not going to finish him, just going to hit him with the axe, and the Collector is gone. Good job. What is that he wears on his head? Does he wear a cage on his head, like that one thing from Bloodborne?
So clearly,
I think he does.
Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Alright, cool. Good job, guys. So... Yeah, I don't want to... Even though it's not somebody that you guys know, I still, like, don't want to, you know, violate their confidence in talking about it. But... Got a person who's just in a state, and I, again, went through this kind of state in college of just, I hated being in college, man. And that's when you're having what we now refer to as a quarter-life crisis, when you hit that point of, like, oh man, what am I going to even, like, do with my life? And I'm so stressed out now because I'm at school and everything's stressful. Is this what life is going to be? And I mean, it doesn't have to be what life is going to be. Things get better. And I would argue things get a lot better than they are when you're at college. For those of you who maybe feel like you're in one of those states right now, like you're in one of those super spiraling states, some recommendations I have for you. Please make sure you're eating food. I know I've been in a depressive state right now where, like, I wasn't, like, literally trying to starve myself, but I was like, maybe I'll just, like, skip lunch because, I mean, it doesn't really matter, I'll eat later. No, I think when you're, like, when you know that you're in this chapter of your life where you're, like, having particular trouble with mental health, it becomes all the more important. Phoenix got the Crimson Curse, that's unfortunate. It becomes all the more important to, like, stick to a routine and do the kind of self-care that takes care of yourself. Like, sometimes you're busy and you have a lot going on and maybe, like, you're gonna skip some meals. Okay, but it's a lot more important and it's going to make a big difference when you're sad to keep doing things like eating 3 square meals a day. Breakfast really is the most important meal to the day, and this is coming from somebody who, like, never eats breakfast. I skip breakfast all the time. But it is important, and if you know that you're, like, struggling in general, then maybe, you know, do these kinds of things to give yourself the edge. Oh, you can't do Captivate from the front ranks. Okay, maybe that's not so good of a move, then. I don't know if I'm going to get a lot of use out of Captivate, if that is the case. And I don't know. Any of you guys watch BoJack Horseman? I talk about that show from time to time. It can be super depressing if you're not ready for it, but I think it's also, like, incredibly smart. So BoJack Horseman uses this idea a lot, but it's from, I believe, philosopher Jean-Paul Sartre,
As victories mount,
who,
so too will resistance.
like, explored the idea of radical freedom. And that idea is basically, let me activate this altar, that we are in complete control of our lives. Now, Jean-Paul Sartre, I'm a little bit worried that it's actually Soren Kierkegaard, and I'm, like, naming the wrong philosopher, that I'm trying to sound smart, and I'm just doing it completely wrong. Soren Kierkegaard, or Jean-Paul Sartre, whatever. So, they didn't believe in God or a divine power, which, for the record, I do, but that's neither here or there. Maybe you believe in God, maybe you don't. Doesn't matter. But they believed that if the world does not have God, then we, as humans, are in complete control. And that for a lot of people, that is the scariest concept ever. That, like... That, like, you can really do whatever you want with your life. And that's great, you know, we're free. But, one, everybody else can also do whatever they want with their lives, which means that sometimes you'll come into conflict with other people trying to do what they want to do or make things the way they want things to be. But, two, it means that it's, therefore, your own responsibility to get whatever you want out of life. Do I have the... Yes. Expose. So, that can be a really hard thing to wrestle with, especially if you're, you know, in or adjacent to your 20s, which I think a lot of people who watch this channel are. I think a lot of us are like... Is it a bad assumption to say that a lot of you guys are like high school age or older, and probably not much older than 30? I'm 29, by the way, in case you guys didn't know that. Oh, hey, big boy. But I mean, once you come to terms with the concept of radical freedom, and the concept of that, like, you have to do what you can to make your own life better, it kind of, like, it really is liberating. Because, like, I remember Dan Avidan from Game Grumps talking about this once during an episode of Game Grumps, that, like, if you're like me or you're like him, you were a kid and the idea of growing up was really scary because you knew that you'd have more responsibilities and that there'd be just, like, more stuff that you gotta do. But, like, if you want to, being an adult can just kind of be like being a kid, except you can do more what you want. Like, you know, you can eat ice cream whenever you want, or, like, if you decide it's worth it to stay up a little bit later, you can, and that's great. You're in control of your own destiny. That also means you get the consequences of those sorts of things. So, like, maybe if you stay up a little bit too late and have work the next day, you're going to be a little bit more tired. But, like, that doesn't have to be the worst thing in the world, and you have to, you know, it's your job to weigh those kinds of options. That doesn't necessarily mean don't stay up late if there's, you know, something you really want to do, or hang out with friends, or, like, something that could be... Nice hit, Phoenix. So in my case, you know, I needed things to, like, make me feel like my life had a little bit more meaning, and I'm living a pretty fulfilled life right now. I don't, like, absolutely love my job, but I like it enough that I feel like I get good compensation for what I do, and it allows me to make money to live the kind of life that I want to live. You know, I'm married to Allie, I'm having a great time, and I get to come home and work on these Let's Plays. This is, like... You know, I don't think I have, like, super fantastic Let's Plays, but it's an outlet for me, and it's something I really like doing, and I'm gonna keep on doing it. Man, I want this portrait, but I don't know where to put it. Guess we're gonna throw out the emeralds. And do we want to keep... No, I think it'll be worth it to camp now. Sorry, I'm super rambling, but this is just the kind of stuff that's on my mind. And this, you know, we're here in episode 61 of Darkest Dungeon, so I think you'll understand if there's nothing, like, particular happening in the episode that I might just, like, talk about other stuff. I'll tell you what's particularly happening in the episode, though. I should get another dream, or I have, like, a 50% chance of getting another Brendan Reed dream, so we'll see about that. What other stuff do we want? Here's the plan. Self-only. Yeah, we're going to increase Phoenix's accuracy and crit. And... no, I don't want to prevent nighttime ambushes because I want to get this dream sequence. Yeah, we'll snakeskin on you. And we still have 2 left, so I'm going to treat your wounds so that you're back up to the new max health that I just got for you. Alright, let's take a rest. Cross your fingers for snakes. I want to fight the snakes. I want to fight the snakes.
In Radiance,
oh, no snakes.
Find victory.
Okay, that's fine. An ornate sarcophagus. It is slightly ajar. Let's check it out. There are hidden treasures in
Finding
here.
the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
I don't know. I'd kind of like... the cabinet is locked. So there's a good chance that I'm not actually going to get anything if I do this. Yeah, those are usually trapped if you don't use a key. I don't know. I'd like almost want to do a Q&A to like talk to you guys and help you through your things, except, you know, I'm no expert. I don't... You know, I like to think that I have some wisdom of how to live my own life, but I don't know how to live your lives. I don't know, but... which brings me to another point. If you think it's the kind of thing you need, therapy is freaking great, man. I have seen a therapist before. I don't currently see one, but that helped me a lot through my college career when I was very anxious and very depressed, alternatively, sometimes simultaneously. Yeah, we'll throw a bomb back here. I don't think it'll work, because, yeah. Oh, it did work! Oh, I even have the item on Phoenix that lowers the chance of stun, so... yeah, that's great. We're gonna expose you. Yeah, get you out of your stealth. That's pretty nice. I know a lot of people don't know how comfortable they feel with counselors or therapists or psychologists or psychiatrists. It can really make a great difference. And not every... I've seen 3 different people across the course of my life, and 2 of them were really helpful to me. One of them was, like, not so. Sometimes you just don't have a very good fit, or sometimes they're just not a very good psychologist. But here's the other thing about this. You can leave whenever you want. No one's gonna make you keep going to these sessions.
Beyond measure.
Journal entry. I'm not taking that with me.
And the foolhardy alike.
So, I mean, it's, like, worth a try, right? If you feel like you're at the end of the rope, you might as well try. The problem is, also, if you're in the same kind of situation that I was at when I most felt like I needed counseling, you might not have a lot of money, and you might not have a job that gives you health care that helps cover it, and that's really unfortunate, but it is worth it if you can find a way to make it work. It is an investment in yourself, and you should always invest in yourself. So, drink your water, eat regular food, eat food regularly. Don't be too hard on yourself for, like, feeling anxious. You're allowed to. Don't let the fact that you're anxious make you more anxious. And just... I don't know. You guys have value. I'm being sappy now, but I'm really glad you guys are all here. I love all you guys. It means a lot to me that just anybody watches this, even if you clicked off this video already because I'm being weird. I still appreciate that you watch this. The fact that you are a human being intrinsically gives you value, and by their nature, your ideas matter. And things are gonna get better, dudes. And this is the thing that I'm trying to get through to a friend of mine right now, and it has been difficult. Because another hard truth is, back to radical freedom, you can't... Other people can't get you out of the pit for you. You might have a great support system and, like, definitely go to them, but you need to be ready to put in the work to feel better, too. if there is emotional work you gotta do on yourself, if you need to learn coping mechanisms for dealing with panic attacks, because that is, like, a skill that you learn. I didn't used to know how to deal with my panic attacks, and now if I do have a panic attack, I know how to take care of myself. It's something you learn. It's not something that, like, another person can just teach you, because you have to try things and find what works for you. And now I haven't had a panic attack for some time, but it still happens here and there, and, you know, I know how to take time. What I like to do for panic attacks is I like to control my breathing a lot, so what I'll do is... This was also a warm-up in theater that we would do before shows and stuff, is I will count to myself to 10. So what I'll do is I'll breathe in while counting to 10 in my head, then hold the breath for 10 seconds, and then exhale for 10 seconds. That's what I like to do. I want these busts. What is this thing? The Blightling Satchel. Plus 25 Blight skill chance, plus 1 speed, minus 4 dodge. I mean, it's uncommon, so it's worth something, but I don't know. I don't think I'm actually going to use this Aegis scale. I would have used the Aegis scale had the Fanatic decided to show up. So... dunno, guys. Dunno. Let's throw out the shovels. I'm getting crazy. I'm getting crazy now, but I'm gonna do it. Oh, I'm so crazy. You don't even know. Alright, do we want to... There is another curio here, so I think it would be worth it to go back and... Oh, there's an obstacle there, and now I don't have shovels. Whoops. And there goes most of my food, so we might be scraping through to the end of this. But I guess it's not as important that I keep the lights really lit, because I didn't take any of those trinkets that stack with good lighting. Also, did I forget to set back my default here? Because I should do that. Let's try and get a stun. Oh, I forgot how high their stun resistances are, actually. I shouldn't have done that. If anything, I hope just... If you're out there stressing out, I hope that me telling you that I have also stressed out before and that it has gotten better can be some sort of solace for you. Die! Die, 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 die! Here I am talking about stress while trying to kill people. This is not a good game to play when you're stressed, by the way. Though I don't know, sometimes pursuing things that make you anxious can, in a weird way, be therapeutic because there's catharsis. This is why I like watching sad movies and sad plays so much, because I get a lot out of cathartic feelings. There is a musical called The Drowsy Chaperone that listening to the last song can make me cry pretty much without fail. Oh, he left. He left and he... Did he become a sycophant? Or did he run away and a sycophant took his place? I wasn't trying very hard to kill him, honestly. But you know, I was. I made a lot of attacks at him and he kept dodging. What a jerk. Okay, guys, listen. Listen, enough is enough. I've had it with your tomfoolery. Phoenix has definitely had it. And Hedia just wants everybody to be healthy. Hedia's there for their friends. Do. Nope. So what else do I have going today? Oscar and I are supposed to record Skies of Arcadia today, which I don't know if we'll have time to actually finish the game. Because I think we'll only have 2 episodes left to record, but looking at the timing of everything right now, this might be a records 1 episode sort of day. Hard to say. Especially because I think they'd be, like, you know, kind of longer than usual episodes. A finale is always going to be kind of like, oh, well, we can't just, like, cut the episode here because we're at the end. Gotta watch the credits, gotta watch all that. Yeah, I guess we're only gonna record one episode today, and I hope it's me getting the secret boss that I want to get.
Pride precipitates
We don't need
a
those
dizzying
citrines.
fall.
Alright, so... Can we has... No, that's just... Well, maybe it'll be food.
A fortune
Nope, it'll be money.
waiting to be spent.
So we're going to moonwalk back. And somebody has a craving. Brendan's being a little munchy monster. There should be a thing where people with the Crimson Curse don't have to eat regular food and can just, like, eat blood instead. But no, there shouldn't. That would be dumb. Okay, ignoring that. And
the cold stone seems
yeah, taking some stress. Taking some stress. I'm not so happy about that, but oh, good. Good replacement torch. Thank you. Thank you for that. We got a good bit of room left, and I don't think we're going to make it back to go into that secret area. Because we don't have a key, and I don't think we're going to find the time.
For a task well performed.
Okay, let's do a torch. Do I dare use my other torch? I don't know if I dare. Take that. And, oh, there's no room for gold anymore. Okay. The Blading Satchel seems pretty cool, but I think I have better stuff that I'd rather equip to my Grave Robbers anyway, so I tossed it out. It's just how it's gotta be. Books? Do any of you want to read books? Hedia, you seem not that crazy right now. Okay, you are a Warren's phobe. So was there just like a listicle in there about the Warrens?
The promise of safety.
26 facts you didn't know about the Warrens. Number 13 will shock you. And it did. It shocked Hedia into a state of absolute fear. Let's read another one. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was another. That was like 8 things to watch out for in the ruins. And read it and was like, oh no, I'm in the ruins. Watch out for me accidentally stepping forward instead of disarming something. Oh, nice! Nice, Phoenix! Oh, that was awesome. Okay. I'm not worried anymore. We got this. We got this real good. So I have another shovel there. Okay, good. And here is our item for the other consecrated essence. So this is now purified, but now that we have a focused Phoenix, I think we should go see what these last couple rooms are, because I think we're going to be okay. So let's see your focus. I don't think I accidentally stepped on it. I think I... Oh, no! Well, I'm glad I didn't run out of torch there, because that's... Did you hear that music coming in there? That's an altar for the Shambler. If you put a torch there, and... Yeah, the music gets more intense when you're at low light. It's pretty cool. If you put a torch there for the Shambler, or if you pass by there when there's no light at all, you end up fighting the Shambler, and he's tough. I'm putting off fighting him for as long as humanly possible. And there is a part where you sort of, by some definitions, have to fight the Shambler. So that will come. I don't know. That would be an interesting way to end off this episode, but we're so stressed already, I don't think it's a good idea. Yeah, I'm already worried enough about fighting this Chevalier. But I like getting rid of the mosquitoes first. Not that it matters that he spreads the Crimson Curse, because most of my party already has it, but I just don't like how easily they can heal themselves. It's really frustrating, so get out of here. Heal Phoenix for me, won't you? So I don't know what... I never remember what all the different, like, virtues do. So I'm not sure what focus is going to do exactly. I can see what stats it buffs maybe when it's Phoenix's turn again. But yeah, it's increasing your accuracy, crit chance, damage, protection, and speed. That is all really nice. I don't know if it's that doing all those or if some of them are the results of your equipment or quirks or whatever else. And there's that crit. Very good. How much? We got 28 points of light left. Yeah, you skipped your turn because of the craving that you're going through right now. Let's see if we can get the stun. I think we can. Nope, we didn't. Man, that must have been... that was pretty unlucky that we didn't get a stun there. Let's try it again. Hey! Cool. Once again, I haven't gotten the chance to use Finish Him while he's actually stunned. But that's okay, because he's dead. I finished him in my own way. Ho po 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 po.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
And we'll take these things here, and we'll check this chest. And in it is some stuff.
Staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Once again, not gonna bother with the citrines. Yes, I am gonna throw out this extra shovel now, because I'm more confident in being able to do it. I'm crazy, but I kind of want to fight the Shambler, but I'm not going to. I'm not gonna do it. We're not ready. Oh, and I just threw out the shovel. No, we're done. We're done. We have enough stuff. I put you guys through enough. Hedia Bodon is just about ready to get afflicted by something. I don't need that to happen. Alright, cool. Good job, just kind of scraping through while talking about mental health. But that's the thing. Life is a cornfield. If you're lost in a cornfield, the best way to get out is to keep walking forward. Sickly and... Did all 4 of you guys level up from level 3? I don't remember what you all were. Some of you guys got some not-so-great... some not-so-great quirks. But I guess it's okay. I'm not sure about this Plutomania. I don't think you steal money from me when you have Plutomania. I think it just means that you, like, check things a lot. I don't know.
The shuffling dead are silenced. We have claimed dominion over the ruins once more.
So, Silence in the Crypts, report from the Hill Cottages confirm a welcome reduction in the general air of malice in and around the old ruins. So we'll get extra experience on the next ruins quest and plus 15% damage on the next quest if it's in the ruins. So we have to go to the ruins to take advantage of it. We have to do it this week. But Dr. Queen could not achieve meditative state and has become frustrated. Oh, has unquieted mind. Well, it's good that it still lowers your stress when you do that, but it means that Dr. Queen will no longer be allowed to meditate. So, okay. Cured real mid-boss's syphilis, cured Lady Robin's hemophilia, cured Zumber's corvid's appetite, and George Fawcett is back from their drunken bender. Hope you had a good time, George. As for everyone else, yeah, drinking vials, controlling the curse. We have a lot of blood. I feel like I can leave the curse alone for a little while now. So I want to check the stage codes for another... No, nothing that great. No one that great. Yeah, I forgot that I've been trying to get more deeds. I didn't really do anything in particular for deeds this week. So let's look into de-stressing everyone here. Sort you guys by level. Ramona, where do you like to go? You're a gambler, that's right. Brendan... Yeah, Brendan can go to the cloister. What's this? Increases penance slots by 1. Phoenix is fine. Hedia can also meditate. That's good. And Ramona is going to gamble. Which is now going to have an increased stress recovery.
All manner of diversions diversion and dalliance await those who cross the threshold with coin in hand.
And let's remove everybody's trinkets. And next week, I should go to the ruins. There's still no boss in the ruins. No boss for me to fight in the ruins. But there are quests here. Rather tough quests. We got this one that can get us a Paralyzer's Crest. Oh, and it's a short one. I don't want to do a short mission next time, though. I want to do... Oh, this one's a short one, too, but it gets us Quick Draw Charm. Okay, that's neat. Or this one, which is a long quest. Has 2 of them. And you can get... Oh, Ancestor's Pistol. No, we have to do this one. We have to do this one. Not only does it get us a lot of deeds, which you were just talking about, but it's going to get us an Ancestral Trinket. Yeah, we gotta go. So next time we're doing a veteran-level quest in the ruins, guys. It's gonna be awesome. Hopefully none of my friends die. This has been the Comic Foil. I will see you next time in the ruins.